and starting a table tennis academy basically was branded as too optimistic. So I started with the table tennis club. To start with, I started with a table tennis club. I initiated a table tennis club. Today we have about 500 plus members in this club. We organize events for recreation. We bring about the main essence of sports. We propagate the main essence of sports to everyone, which is enjoyment. Competitiveness is second in sports. First is enjoyment, which basically everyone's forgotten. So we want to bring about that thing for everyone. So that is something that we propagate through our club. We even hold coaching workshops for those who want to learn the sport at different levels, at beginner, intermediate, or advanced levels, and we've already started to connect with schools to identify how different schools encourage table tennis at a very junior level. Though honestly we've had a lot of roadblocks. We've met a lot of dead ends with the schools not responding to us and things like that. But this is still a vision that we are focusing on, we are pursuing, and we actually would want to provide non-commercial help to schools who would want to actually want us to extend our facilities to them. Going forward, we want to do it in a stepwise manner. Once we do this, we actually want to extend to rural schools where we use table tennis sport as a measure to attract students to schools, to bring about higher participation in schools, attendance in school from the rural kids. But that's a far-fetched goal right now. Apart from table tennis, extracurricular activities has been one of my passions, I would say. So since college, since third year of college, I've actually been involved with organizing 18 events, which ranging from a target audience of 25 to 800. So for this table tennis tournament being again one of them. So I have been involved with variety of events. I've organized fashion shows, dance competitions, fashion shows even in other companies as a external consultant. I've organized annual days at Mindtree, and we've organized celebrations wherein we've brought in the families. We've gotten the families also of employees. So one of the events that I would want to mention is this one particularly was of a very small scale. It had only about the target audience was only about 30 or 35, but this one was for one of the accounts that I was managing, and once we did a successful delivery, we actually had to do a lot of late nights, weekends to complete the project. And once we delivered it successfully, we wanted to involve the family members also of the employees who had actually spent all that time in office, away from family. And I tell you, even today, the very first thing that comes to my mind about that day is all 5-year, 6-year-olds holding the bowling ball on their shoulders and shot putting them on the bowling lane. It was just hilarious. So that is one very small example that I wanted to give. Another example that I can talk about is the Euro Bash 2008, which actually was for a target audience of 800, and there were wonderful there was wonderful feedback by many of the people who actually attended that. At the same time, there was a lot of negative feedback from senior management also. So actually, while conducting these events, there has been tremendous amount of learning on different styles of leadership, how we need to how we need to extend to different people in different manner. I've realized how virtual teams how to manage virtual teams without any authority. I have realized to identify motivators, different stimulus of motivation among different people and how to utilize them. For example, how to utilize pleasure of success with a few people rather than say in contrast to failure, failure with others, fear of failure with others. So these have been very subtle, but very important learnings in my life.
I'm sure you must be knowing about the school or the town.
Right.
So can you tell me what you have gathered till now?
Sure. To start with, the very first thing that I've been able to understand from everyone is this is a very small community. Michigan is probably only 5 miles in radius, and because of the number of colleges out there, it's more of a college town. As everyone talks about Michigan, it's more of a college town. So and the community there is a very young community, very vibrant community in the city itself. Then within this, I would talking about the Ross Business School. I understand that the school has very strong team collaboration, the community is very strong on team collaboration. There, even when the course starts, there's a 3 to 4 day interaction activity in which there are lots of games which are played right from the morning till the evening to break the ice between the students, between the new joinees, so that they actually feel together more. Then moving on with the program, they're actually split up into 6 groups. Within these 6 groups, they're actually they generally work on projects in groups of 4 to 6, which brings about even more collaboration. And what they learn there here at Ross is that it's not just about competitiveness, it's about achieving something higher through teamwork.
Okay. Do you know why it is called Ross or Stephen and Ross?
Yes, because it received a generous grant from Stephen M. Ross for
about 100 million, I think,
yeah.
Right? That was in the year 2004-5.
I'm not. I do not have that offhand.
I want to go a little early in your career, when you were deciding about your undergrad college as well as undergrad course. So what made you decide or what made you to have that choice of particular field which you studied and that particular college which you studied in?
I'll say my first choice was not this. My first choice was NDA, Indian Air Force. And because I could not join Indian Air Force, I had a medical condition because of which I was not allowed to fly. And I had a notion of giving back to my country, and I wanted to join Indian Air Force. But when I was not allowed to fly, I was grounded. So I did not want to just go into. Basically, they call it grounded for people who provided the ground stuff. But when I was grounded, I did not actually want to move into that role because I realized I should not be actually getting into something that would not keep me interested through my life.
Yeah.
So I eventually took a second opinion of opting out of Indian Air Force, and then I got into the very next thing that attracted me most, which was engineering. And I would say the very reason that engineering attracted me was